Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Path of Exile 2 video. In this video, we're going to be going over the best
Not
damn
bad.
poison build that this game has to offer. Now, new and improved. Let's get into it. As always, we have to get to the character first. I'm a level 96 Pathfinder. I got 87 strength, 186 dexterity, 141 intelligence, 1516 life, 3272 energy shield, 731 mana, 147 spirit, 78% evasion, and maxed out resistances with 39% movement speed. Okay guys, we haven't made massive changes to the build, but we did make one very important change that I want to show you. So first off, we'll go down and we'll check out the skills. Poison Burst Arrow, your main attack. We have Bleed 3, Bursting Plague, Poison 3, Deadly Poison 2, and recently I bought Grokken's Resolve to replace Projectile Acceleration 3. If you can't afford this because it's like 110 Divine, just get Projectile Acceleration 3. Wind Dancer, we got Blind 2, Maim, Bleed 3, Poison 3, and Bursting Plague. This helps our Herald chaining ability. We got Herald of Blood, Bleed 3, Bursting Plague, Poison 3, Deadly Poison 2, and Magnified Area 2. We use Herald of Plague. No more Chaos Mastery Gem. I now have Uhtred's Exodus, plus 3 level of supported skills. Brings it up to level 23. We got Ghost Dance, and I got Compressed Duration 2, Cannibalism 1, and Herbalism 1 because I had extra spirit because I have replaced another skill, which I will show you in just a minute. Thunderstorm. So previously I had Withering Touch. We've replaced this with Thunderstorm. We have Magnified Area 2, Shock Conduction 2, Coursing Current, Electromagnetism, and Static Shocks. So why have we replaced Withering Touch with Thunderstruck? Because we are a poison build, and Withering Touch increases your chaos damage, which is poison damage, and this is just lightning damage. So why have we done this? Guys, we have done this because Thunderstorm causes torrential rain in the area, and enemies that are drenched become shocked or frozen more easily. And then when we put Shock Conduction with that, it always shocks enemies that are drenched. So we basically have a 100% chance to shock enemies with Thunderstorm. Now, why is that important? Because when we shock enemies, we gain 20% extra damage. Now, Withering Touch will give you increased damage over time, but it goes up slowly. It goes like 5, 10, 15, very slowly. As where we just activate this for 1 second and instantly everything in the area takes 20% increased damage. So it actually gives us faster damage and it also does damage. So yes, you see 240 damage here, but these are not based off the damage of the spell. See, we get 8 to 294 damage, and it changed 6 times with Coursing Current. We use Electromagnetism. It gives 8 to 53 lightning damage, and it pulls enemies together. And you do 20% more damage per pulse performed. Plus it hinders enemies. And then we have Static Shocks. Does 7 to 142 lightning damage, and shocks enemies within 3 meters of the affected target. So it gives us increased damage, and it does damage. And because we've taken out Withering Touch, we have saved 30 spirit as well. So what does this look like? We also know that it's working because we can see the shock debuff on top of the enemies. Next we have Toxic Growth. We use Deadly Poison 2, Long Fuse 2, Concentrated Area, Poison 3, and Projectile Acceleration 3. We have Gas Arrow, Deadly Poison 2, Persistent Ground 3, Magnified Area 2, Prolonged Duration 2, and Encroaching Ground. And then finally, we use Despair to increase our poison damage, Ritualistic Curse, Focus Curse, Rapid Casting 2, Heightened Curse, and Prolonged Duration. And I like to drop these in the center of abysses, the center of rituals, or just on top of rare enemies or bosses. And that is it for the skills, guys. Okay, guys, we've made some slight changes to the passive tree. It's pretty much the same, but there's a few small changes. So we still have our same incendiary skills, of course. We have honed instincts. We branch down, escape velocity, lasting toxins, stacking toxins, and the heart of the well diamond slot, where you want increased damage, mods, and critical hit chance. We branch up, we get crippling toxins for more magnitude. We get subterfuge match for more energy shield and evasion. We get low tolerance. We come to the right here, get our daze nodes. We get our crit nodes. We get our poison nodes. We leave a couple out to save points. And then we have this Time Lost Sapphire, which gives us 3% increased maximum shield for small nodes. Notable passives recover 1% maximum mana on kill. We have 5 of them, which gives us 5% mana on kill, solving all of our mana problems. We have 8% increased magnitude of damaging ailments on the notable passives with a 20% increased effect, which brings it to 9%, and it also jacks up our other mods just a little bit. We come back, we get First Approach for more damage against enemies on full life, Leeching Toxins for more magnitude and life recovery, Kite Runner, Killer Instinct, crit nodes up here, branch to the right, get Spectral Ward. We get our jewel here. I got a new jewel. This one is 15% critical hit chance, 16% critical damage bonus, 16% magnitude of damaging ailments, 10% maximum energy shield, and 7% attack damage. I actually bought this pretty cheap, and then I divined it a bunch of times to try and get a decent roll on it. We branch down. We get Immaterial and our dual evasion and energy shield nodes here. We branch down a little further. We get Crashing Wave, Flow Like Water, Mindful Awareness, Step Like Mist, and then these 2 evasion nodes here. So we've taken out the Howling Primate because we no longer use Withering Touch. We use this to get the bonus from Withering Touch for increased presence area of effect and increased magnitudes of our aura. We no longer need that, so we use it over here. We get increased movement speed and extra evasion and energy shield. And that is it. Oh, I almost forgot. We come down. We get Agonizing Calamity for increased damage with Herald of Blood and Plague, and we get Feathered Fletching. And that is it for the passive tree, guys. Okay, guys, I still have my same bow. You want high physical damage with crit chance, high crit chance, and then if you have enough currency, you can get +3 level to all attack skills and onslaught or attack speed. We have our energy shield helmet. We just want very high energy shield with triple resists. We have our amulet here, +3 all projectile skills, spirit, intelligence, all resists, global defenses, increased evasion from equipped body armor, and a little bit of rarity. We have our quiver here, triple crit, triple flat, and +2 projectile skills. But ideally, you want plus damage to bow skills and projectile speed and physical damage as your prefixes. I just have 3 flat mods because I got a good deal on this quiver and I just can't afford to replace it right now with something better. I got a new ring very similar to my old ring, just adds an extra flat mod instead of increased lightning damage and cold resist, chaos resist, and lightning and chaos resist to help max out my resistances. We have our same boots, very high evasion and energy shield with fire, lightning, and chaos resistance with extra chaos resistance slots, 2 gem slots to cap out our chaos resistance. We have our Headhunter. Headhunters have come down a lot in price now, so you can get one real easy. This one gives extra strength just to help with the attribute requirements. We have our Hires Our Armored Vest, 1993 evasion and 24% extra cold damage. It adds very good damage and it helps us bring our evasion up to 78% because evasion rating is doubled if you've not been hit recently. And then we have our Plague Finger reps. So you want these four mods on your Plague Finger. You want increase effective poison you inflict on targets that are not poisoned, increase magnitude of poison you inflict, chance to poison, and all damage from hits contributes to poison magnitude. Those are the best four mods that you can get on a Plague Finger, in my opinion. And then we add 20% magnitude, and I put lightning resistance for extra lightning resistance just because I needed it. And then we have our final ring, which is a triple flat damage ring with all resist and cold resist and fire resist. Then we have our regular mana flask and life flask. Nothing special. Then we use staunching charm for bleeding, chaos resistance charm, and freeze charm. And that is the gear, guys. Okay, guys, this is the new currency meta. If you don't know about it, I will tell you about it. So these are the tablets that you want to run. You want to get a Delirium tablet with increased rarity and increased number of rare monsters. And I would get before also, if you slay a Delirium monster, it increases the timer by 1 second. But those are going for about 30 divine now, so we just cut that out. We just get rarity and an increased number of monsters on your Delirium tablet. That'll cost you about 3 or 4, maybe 5 divine. And then you want your Abyss tablet. You want rarity of items found in the map, increased chance for abysmal monsters in map to have abysmal modifiers, and increased number of rare monsters. And if you can afford it, Abysses have increased number of monsters. Can be your fourth mod. Those are going for about 30 plus divine as well. So we just cut that one mod out. We get this one. It's again a couple divine, like 4 or 5 divine. And then we get our unforeseen consequences. And I get one with 6 rare monsters are spawned from the abysses and at least 17 additional abysses. This will cost you like 50 to 80 chaos orbs, depending on what it's going for at the time. So you're going to spend roughly like 11 divs to get these tablets. And then you're going to want a map with chaotic monsters. So use your Omen of Chaotic Monsters. You want 6 modifiers, so you have 0 revives. And then it adds anywhere from, I try and get over 70% rare monster. This one has 95. And the reason you do that is because you have a 1 in 3 chance of finding a map every time you play a map that you will get monsters loyal to Amamumu or whatever his name is. And they spawn these swirling void monsters. So what you want to do simply is pull them out of the void. They have to be outside of the swirling vortex. And if you pull them out of the swirling vortex and kill them, they have a chance to drop Omen of Light or Omen of Abysmal Echoes, or yeah, that's mainly it. That's what you're looking for. So you get them to come out of the void. Sometimes it's a little difficult. They might get stuck or bugged, but you pull them out, you kill them, and then they have a chance to drop Omen of Light and Omen of Abysmal Echoes. So we're going to see here. I don't even remember if one dropped here. There you go, Omen of Abysmal Echoes. But they do have a chance to drop Omen of Light as well. So that is the only thing you need to do. So you have about a 1 in 3 chance when you play a map of getting that. And then if you have rarity, you can have a good chance of getting Omen of Light drops. I found up to 3 or 4 Omen of Lights in a single map just by pulling them out and killing them. And that is the new meta, guys, that everybody needs to know about. So if you kill them inside the void, they will just drop Omen of the Liege, which is basically worthless. And if you have increased rarity on your gear, it'll also have an increased chance of dropping Omen of Light. So that's what everybody's doing now. That's why the tablets are so expensive. So if you don't know about it, you guys need to get on it. And just wanted to share that with you guys. And here's just some more mapping footage of my build in action. And that's it for the new video, guys. That's the build updated as of now. That's the new currency method. Hope you
Greetings.
guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like and a comment, and I'll see you in the next video.